Assalamualaikum to Dr. Fazrina. My name is Nur Fasita Adwiya and I am going to present about sea transportations, which is my case study is ever given Blockage 2021. Maritime transport is the carriage of goods and passenger by sea using ship. It includes both international and domestic transport as well as container, bulk and specialized transport. This report will discuss the characteristics, advantages and disadvantages, infrastructure and network policy, stakeholder and also issues and challenges of sea transportation. By examining this aspect, the report provides a comprehensive overview of how sea transport operates and its importance to trade and connectivity around the world. The discussion can be related to the ever-given blockage case in 2021, where the container ship blockage in the Suez Canal disrupted global supply chains. This incident highlights the critical role of sea transportation in ensuring smooth international trade and demonstrates how disruption can have widespread economic impacts in our life. What is the characteristic of sea transport? The first one is cost-effective over long distance. It has the lowest cost per ton kilometer, making it suitable for heavy, bulky, and low-value goods such as coal, palm oil, machinery, and timber. And then the second one is slow transit time. Compared to air or land transport, sea freight is lower. Transit time can range from days to several weeks depending on the route and shipping line. And then the third one is influenced by global maritime routes and tides. It depends on navigable maritime routes, sea current, tides, and seasonal weather conditions such as monsoon or cyclones. And then the fourth one is high cargo capacity. It can handle large volume of bulk cargo, containerized goods, vehicles and liquids such as oil and gas. And then vessel range from container ship, bulk carriers, oil tanker to ro-ro, which is roll-on or roll-off vessels. And then the last one is environmental consideration. Relatively energy efficient per ton of cargo moved by contributes to marine pollution, ballast water discharge, and emission from ship. Advantages and disadvantages of sea transport. First, we take a look at advantages from economy. Transporting large volume of goods over long distance is much more cheaper compared to other modes of transport. And then high carrying capacity. Ship can carry huge volume of cargo at a time, which is impossible with air or road transport. And then lastly is fuel saving. Ship use less fuel for every ton of goods they carry compared to air or road transport. And then there is disadvantages, slower transit time. Sea freight takes significantly longer than air or road, which is unsuitable for time or sensitive goods. And then port and documentation delay, custom clearance, port handling and bureaucracy can slow down shipment, especially in busy or under-equipped ports. And then lastly, weather hazard. Ships are subject to variable weather conditions, which can affect the timeliness of delivery. Infrastructure of sea transport. We have ports and harbors, serve as terminal for loading, unloading, storage, and transfer of goods, equipped with cranes, container yards, warehouse, and also docking facility. And then shipping lanes or sea road, designated paths for safe and efficient navigation of cargo and passenger ship. And then maritime terminals, specialized terminal for containers, bulk cargo, oil, and also passenger services. And then our network for sea transport, major sea hubs or port in Asia, we have Singapore, Shanghai, Hong Kong, and also Busan. In North America, we have Los Angeles, New York, Houston. In Middle East, we have Dubai, Jebel Ali, Salalah. And our sea transport key shipping routes, Asia-Europe trade via the Suez Canal connecting the Mediterranean and Indian. For the policy of sea transport, First, we have Merchant Shipping Ordinance 19052 govern ships registration, manning, and safety compliance of vessels. National Shipping and Port Policy promotes port modernization, automation, and integration with land transport. And then the third one is Maritime Safety Policy, which is we call SOLAS, ensures safe navigation and prevent accident at sea. And then the fifth one, we have Environmental Policy, MARPOL, control pollution, oil spills, and emission from ship. And then the last one is Trade and Shipping Policy, regulate international cargo movement, port operations, and shipping agreement. Then we take a look at issue and challenges of sea transportation in Malaysia. First is port congestion and infrastructure, overcrowded ports such as Port Klang, outdated facility, and slow cargo handling. And then operational cost and labor shortage, high fuel maintenance costs, and limited train seafarers reduce the efficiency. And then environmental and sustainability, marine pollution, emission, oil spill affect ecosystem and compliance. And then security and regulatory gaps, piracy, smuggling, and ecosystem enforcement threaten safe operations. And then competition from regional port, neighboring countries like Singapore attract cargo due to better efficiency. Stakeholder of sea transport. First, we have government agency, which consists of Ministry of Transport, MOT, Marine Department Malaysia, port authorities such as Port Klang, Maritime Enforcement Agency, APMM, and then transport operator, Malaysia International Shipping Corporation, MISC, Westport Malaysia, Post Logistics for cargo shipping, and then various domestic ferry operator such as Penang Ferry or Labuan Ferry. And then passenger or consumer, we have daily ferry user, cargo clients, businesses that relying on import or export via sea. And then we have environmental group, which consists of Malaysia Nature Society, MNS, monitor marine environment, and then Reef Check Malaysia advocates for coral reef and marine ecosystem protections. And then for community organizations or local community, first we have local fishermen associations, and then coastal community that commits affected by port or shipping activities. My case study is Ever Given Blockage. Let me tell you a short story about this case. In March 2021, the mega container ship Ever Given, buffeted by strong winds and become lodged across the Suez Canal, one of the world's busiest maritime routes. The blockage lasts 6 days from 23 to 29 March, stopping nearly 400 ships from passing through and causing massive delays in global supply chains. Then we take a look at components and stakeholder interactions. The first one is component, which consists of vessels, Ever Given, and then sea roads, Suez Canal, and port and terminal operations. And then stakeholder, from government we have Suez Canal Authority, SCA, and then operators Evergreen Marine, which we call Shui, Kisen Kaisha, and then consumer, businesses awaiting goods, environmental groups monitor pollution risk, and then communities that affected industry and workers. So the impact of efficiency and effectiveness of this case, first is massive global supply chain disruption. Ship carrying essential goods were delayed, causing shortage and late delivery worldwide. And then reduced transportation efficiency. Ship had to wait in queue or reroute about 9,000 kilometers around Africa, the increasing cost and journey times by 10 to 14 days. And then higher operational costs, fuel consumptions, crew costs, and insurance premium increased significantly. And then port congestions and bottlenecks. When ships finally arrive at ports, terminals suddenly become overcrowded and then slowing operations. My recommendation is to improve global crisis response. It means that establish faster international coordinations protocols between port authorities, shipping companies, and governments during emergency to reduce delay. And then invest in alternative shipping routes, such as develop and upgrade alternative sea routes and regional ports to reduce over-dependence on major choke points like the Suez Canal. And then improve international coordination between ports, canal authorities, and shipping company. It means that faster the communications and ensure quick response during disruptions and avoid long global delay. And then invest in port expansions and modernizations. It means that increase handling capacity, upgrade equipment, and improve berthing efficiency to reduce congestion. And then try to develop stronger risk management and emergency response protocol, clear procedures, trains personnel, and standby rescue equipment can reduce the recovery time during the incident. In conclusion, the ever-given blockage demonstrates how closely interconnected the components and stakeholders of sea transportation are. This reveals how a single disruption can affect government agencies, port operators, shipping companies, environmental groups, and global consumer all at once. The efficiency and effectiveness of sea transport really depends heavily on smooth coordination, reliable infrastructure, and strong policy. Sea transport can become more resilient and capable of preventing similar large-scale disruptions in the future by improving technology, strengthen collaboration, reducing dependence, and also critical choke points. That's all from me. Thank you.